Are you still with me? Good. The dialect that spirits understand and spirits can relate with is the dialect called sacrifice. And the word altar is a metaphor that is used to depict sacrifice. If you want spirits to be able to link up with you, they respond with prescribed sacrifices. Different spirits require different sacrifices to attract their presence. Are you there? So the general dialect for spirits that spirits can understand, can relate with, is the dialect called sacrifice. Now, listen to me. In the book of 2 Samuel, I believe, chapter 23, David was in the company of his mighty men, and they were passing along Bethlehem. This is mighty men have been with him for 12 years. Saul had been chasing him about, and he's been eluding Saul because he wanted to avoid a frontal combat. And it takes 5 years to train a legionnaire. A legionnaire is a military personnel that is effective in the use of the sword and the shield. These guys have been with David for 12 years, and they had not had an opportunity to test their training. So when David said, "Oh, that one will give me water to drink from the wells of Bethlehem, the wells from my village, the wells from the place where I was born," he longed for water. It was just a longing. Their interpretation of that longing was combat, warfare. It was an order to them. And they decided to go to Bethlehem. Bethlehem at that time was guarded by a garrison of soldiers. And the word garrison in the Old Testament is the same for legion in the New. And a legion, I know you know what a legion is. So we're in England, so I don't need to. But based on the books that I read and the commentaries I researched into, a legion is a military formation that encapsulates soldiers in the numbers of 2,000 to 12,000. So the least a legion can be is 2,000. Now there were 2,000 guys around that well, and these 3 guys decided to go to get water. Don't tell me how they succeeded, but they did without casualty, and they came with the water. By the time they brought the water, David said, "Be it far from me, O God, that I should do this." He said, "Is this water?" It was water, but based on his understanding of priesthood, he needs to equate and add the sacrifice that was used to procure the water. It defines what the water is. So David called that water the blood of the men that have jeopardized their lives. Because of that, he knew that human beings should not be drinking blood. So he decided to pour that water out as a libation, because he understood that the dialect that spirits can understand is the dialect of sacrifice.